Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a good day. Today's nothing special. I just wanted to take a look at some of the articles that I've been waiting to see. It's talking about the some of the resources that we extract for energy uses and also building materials. And I'm just curious to see, like modern day humans, how much of these different types of things we extract from the ground and we use. So let's jump right in and take a look at the visualizations, and it will really help us to put everything into perspective when we look at these diagrams. Fossil fuels visualization, and we have the Khalifa building that's in Dubai. And as you can see, this much length here is 830 meters, the height of it. But we see these how much we extract, for example, coal, which is more than twice the height of Khalifa. And you can basically imagine this is a even size cube, perfect cube. So 2,000 meters, approximately 2,000 meters high. The width and the depth, all of it is 2,000 meters. So it's really big. But probably, if you look at it from planet Earth's perspective, it's probably still very small. But definitely noticeable from the space if you're looking down. So the volume numbers we can kind of ignore. Let's just gauge the size of the cubes based on the meters of each side. After all, these are all just cubes. Right, so this is, as you can see, we extract so much coal. Um, I think in terms of cleanliness, when you burn these, natural gas is the cleanest, and then it's coal, surprisingly, right? And then crude oil. And a lot of these things, fossil fuels, are basically burnt to generate energy or for heating purposes. For example, natural gas is being used everywhere for heating. And yeah, so just this visualization doesn't tell you much, but it just kind of puts you into perspective. And we can just quickly look at all the countries that produce coal the most. No surprise there is China, and China also consumes a lot of coal. India, right? U.S. is always extracting a lot of resources, fossil fuels. For example, oil production, U.S. is number one, despite what people think. People, well, at least I thought Saudi Arabia, these Arabic countries were extracting the most, but after some years, U.S. became just number one. And Canada this is being done with fracking. So, and natural gas, again, U.S., Russia, China. So it's really U.S., Russia, and China, and no wonder why they're so rich. Right. So the next visualization I want to see, which is a nice transition from this, is that now we're gonna go see U.S. consumption level on the fossil fuels and the materials that they use. So right, the energy fuels, petroleum, coal. Petroleum is basically crude oil refined. That's what it is. And yeah, and then we've got a little bit of uranium. So and as I said before here, 65% of U.S. residential uses natural gas for heating. So despite what we think, we still, despite what we think about renewable energies, we still need these fossil fuels. It's not like we can just cut them off and transition to renewable energies. Just, you know, it's not going to happen that anytime soon. Uranium is probably in nuclear power plants. So, yeah, just completely these three things. Um, and we have the building materials. This is interesting. Sand, stone, cement, and I don't see metals. So like yeah, vast majority of them are basically stone based. Um, no metals. There are metals here and there, but I would have thought steel would be here somewhere, but probably in terms of metal, steel is being used the most, but I don't see here. Right. Oh, there you go. Fuels powering our lives. So renewable energy 12%, nuclear power plant 8%. Right. So what this means is, right, for generating electricity, I think that's what this means. Um, we do have considerable amount of nuclear power plants generating electricity, and then these are basically being burnt to generate electricity, I'm guessing. And the reason why uranium, even though it shows 8%, reason why uranium is here is I'm not too sure. Maybe nuclear power plants use some other radioactive stuff other than uranium, and I don't know, I'm not sure. But renewable energy is only 12%, and it's divided into geothermal. I mean, this is from U.S. perspective. Probably in Iceland, majority of it is geothermal, but right. So we still have a long way to go, but it's nice to see, like where we're at. And all right, so here, yeah, I found this as well from 2001, I believe, 2 years ago. And this is, yeah, again, Khalifa here. And if we remember, coal was 2000 each side. So this is almost 2000. Oh, no, sorry, half of it, cement. So we don't extract as much stones and stuff. So it's really like we're really hooked on fossil fuels. Just look at it's almost twice as much, all three of them. Oh, three times as much. It's pretty crazy. More than three times. Sand is everywhere, right? And I'm guessing that's being used for glass and stuff like that. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So it's been said that cement, steel, and sand they're all used for pretty much anything. Yeah, here from the buildings around us to the sidewalk we walk on, all these three materials are used everywhere. So yeah, I mean that's about it. I mean we have. I mean this tells you how much of certain kind of things that planet Earth gives us that we depend on in the modern days. We still have a long way to go if we want to cut down on the fossil fuels. I don't think we're gonna be free of fossil fuels anytime soon, despite what everybody thinks. I mean, this is the good thing about visualization because it just immediately puts you into the perspective right away. Like you just kind of vaguely think, oh, renewable energy is coming, renewable energy is coming. No. If you look at the visualization, we still have a long way to go. So if you are trading, for example, crude oil or any kind of these fossil fuels as a trading investment, don't worry about it. They're still going to be around. If you want to trade them and profit off of them, sure, go ahead. I don't think they're going to go away anytime soon. Yep. Interesting.